Okay, we're testing it. We're talking.
Testing.
Test.
Testing.
What do we
1,
think?
2,
What do we
3.
think?
Testing.
Testing it out. We're testing it out.
Testing. Okay. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
This is the third.
Shalom.
We're here? We're live?
We here.
Okay. Lisa and Lindsay tagged us in a TTC tag, which is so exciting because this is our first official YouTube tag. And yeah, it's just crazy how fast community builds over something like this, because it's such a unique, hard, emotional experience to go through.
Mm-hmm.
So I already feel close to the people who follow us and who message us, and
Yeah, and we appreciate it.
Yeah,
So thank you.
for sure. So let's answer the questions. Okay.
What are the questions?
Lisa sort of was asking Lindsay the questions. I don't know if that was because Lindsay's carrying.
So should I ask you the
Maybe.
questions? Okay.
But you can answer too.
Okay. What's your name? What's your sign?
I am Lindsay. Lindsey.
Mm-hmm. It actually says how old are you, but.
And I'm 26 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm an Aquarius, just because you asked about the sign, even though that wasn't a thing.
What is your relationship status?
Did you want to answer the first question, Shantae?
Because it's gonna no, because that's what question number 12 is.
She's reading ahead, guys.
I know. I'm an overachiever.
Okay.
What's your relationship status?
Married.
You're married?
Happily.
You're married? Why didn't you tell me? If you have a partner, which I presume you do since you're married, what is her name and age?
I have her here, so go ahead.
Her name is Sean, and I am 29 tomorrow.
Yep.
So by the time you see this, I'll
Celebrating in Nashville.
be 29 years old. Yep. How long have you been TTC?
Our first fertility appointment was March, the end of March,
Yeah.
early April.
Mm-hmm.
Early April, maybe.
Yeah. Yes.
So, and then our first cycle was 2 months ago.
May?
Yeah.
Yes,
So
May.
we're 4 or 5 months in.
Yeah. 4 months. We decided to start in December, and then just got around to it finally in April. If you could go back and talk to yourself at the beginning of the TTC journey, what words of encouragement would you give?
The whole realization that you have literally no control over the situation, and even though I would go back and tell myself that, I would have to continue to tell myself that, because it's very hard to think that maybe you can control some variable about it, and you just can't. And so I would tell myself that. And also something that I thought about today, we've talked about, is I'm worried that this is going to end up in me not being able to have kids. It's not that crazy. One of the questions is about obstacles, so we'll get there. But I don't know for sure that I can have kids, and I know that it's not a super common thing to be infertile, stuff like that. But it just makes me nervous, that we are at the beginning of a very long road ahead. And so I think going back, I would tell myself, you need to have a positive attitude, and that you don't know, you don't know that you can't get pregnant, so you need to assume that you can.
Yes.
You need to go in with the assumption that you can do this, and that your body's not going to fight against you,
Yeah. I'm very much a believer in energy, and that you receive what you put out into the world. So you know, we want to have a baby, and so we'll have a baby. Like,
Yeah.
it might not happen this time. It didn't happen the first time. It might not happen the next time, but we're gonna get a baby because we want one. So it's gonna happen. So I would give that's what I would give as my words of encouragement. It's just like, keep it posy, and, you know, keep at 'em, champ.
Mm-hmm.
You.
Mm-hmm.
Any known obstacles or challenges to TTC? We are two ladies.
It poses a very interesting challenge.
Yes.
There are things, like, I don't know if this question is asking, like, medically, if there are things that would pose an obstacle.
Probably both. Or whatever your interpretation is.
I would say we had a challenge finding sperm that we want. That was a challenge. I have a little bit of weird thyroid stuff. Like, I'm on the cusp of it being a weird number. So that's, like, possibly an obstacle. We don't fully know, like, if it will be or not.
Mm-hmm.
I have very long cycles.
Yes.
And unpredictable cycles.
We're on day 20 right now, and still
no surge.
Yeah.
Yeah. On day 11, they were like, yeah, it should be just a couple days for the surge to happen, and it's been over a week.
Yeah, a week and a half.
Yeah.
So
those could be obstacles. I don't know. I don't know if that's just how my body works. It's gonna be fine, or
mm-hmm.
how much of an obstacle that will be. My biggest fear, though, is that this will turn into a very long, huge uphill battle.
Right, which is also another reason why we started, is, you know, just because we're still relatively young.
Yeah.
But we were like, okay, if it could take us 2+ years to get pregnant,
we were
then
prepared for it to be a long thing. It's just then once you're in it, you're like, okay, I want it to be over.
Yeah, like, you're just like, your soup's done with it. Yeah. So I think that's like an obstacle, and then like a challenge is just like emotionally challenging, I guess, is a thing.
More than we ever thought, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, we're just rolling through these. Number 7. How many sticks do you pee on during a cycle? Be honest. Include OPKs and HPTs. What's an OPK?
One of them is ovulation and one of them is pregnancy test.
Well, the HPT is obviously home pregnancy test.
Yeah.
But what's OPK?
Ovulation prep kit? I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, but
it's whatever. So
I've been testing, and for most days I've only tested once, but there have been a couple.
Test your ovulation one time.
Yeah, but I have a couple days tested twice.
Yeah. You started testing your ovulation on day 11. Mm-hmm. No, you started on day 12.
My second P.
Right. On day 12.
Because that's what my doctor said.
Mm-hmm. So you started day 12. So now we're at 7 days straight that you've tested. And then there were 2 days that you tested twice, because you heard someone said that they tested in the afternoon, which our doctor said to test second P. Mm-hmm. But this woman at work, was it someone that you work with? So someone that she works with was like, yeah, test in the afternoon. So Lindsay started doing that. She did that twice. Mm-hmm. So that's 9 times. And then you'll keep testing your ovulation in the morning. Yeah. Until we surge, which probably we're assuming is going to be tomorrow or the next day. But we don't know for sure. Mm-hmm. And then we'll do like probably 1 pregnancy test. Like, we'll wait 2 weeks.
Well, the other part of that question is the first cycle tested
twice.
2 times.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah. You didn't want to get your period, so we tested like a day sooner than they told us to, and then we tested the next day, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. So 2 times for that. We waited like 13 days instead of 14. Groovy. How many times in a cycle do you ask someone else to squint at your sticks to see if they see a second line? Never.
No. And it was so, like, last time, blatantly negative.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
For sure negative. My only question was, like, the timing was kind of weird. Like, I didn't quite understand at the point in my cycle in which it would show up. So I thought maybe in future tests it could have, like, a faint line or be pregnant. But the ones that I did take, which may have been early in the cycle or whatever,
blatantly negative. Yeah, like very clearly.
Did not need a second opinion on that one.
Yeah. And, I mean...
And we're using the ovulation test kit from Clear Blue that has, like, a digital screen.
The smiley face.
And it's either, like, a
smiley face.
0 or a smiley face.
Yeah.
So, no squinting necessary at this point.
What is the earliest DPO you started testing?
Days past ovulation.
Okay.
I think I tested 12 days after insemination last time. So it was like a few days early.
Yeah, well, you have some weird cycles where, like, sometimes it's a 40-day cycle, sometimes it's a 28-day cycle or 27-day cycle. So I think you tested earlier because it was like your 27th day or something and you didn't want to start your period and find out that way. So you tested, like, a little bit earlier.
Yeah, but I think what I realized is that if I had been pregnant, it wouldn't have mattered what day of the cycle I was in.
Totally.
Because it was purely 14 days past insemination. If that was the right time,
yeah, because you don't know you're ovulating
I would
anyway.
have tested positive, and then that would have been it. Like, it wouldn't have mattered about my cycle day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Plus, like, you don't know that we actually we had a trigger shot, so you were ovulating, but at this rate, we were very off last time.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know how much, like, if the trigger shot fully determines I don't know. Well,
so, science rules. Numero Diaz. Natural or medicated birth?
My instinct tells me natural. It just seems like...
We're hippies.
No, it's not that. It just, it truly, like, logically is the most natural thing that somebody can do. As long as you've been monitored throughout your pregnancy, you don't have any risks of, like, them being in the wrong position or, like, you know, whatever other things that can go wrong. So if you're healthy and the baby looks like it's in the right position leading up to birth, like, it just seems like the natural way makes the most sense.
I'm going to surround her with fluffy pillows and in a birthing center and have a bath ready.
I'm going to be like, get the hell away from me.
And I'm going to, like, sage the room and just surround her in crystals.
My instinct
Beautiful.
is
read you poetry.
I would like to tour a birthing center because that interests me. You know, one that's, like, literally across the street from the hospital. And I'm kind of interested in that. At the same time, guys...
Is it across the street though?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
At the same time, I don't consider myself to have a very high pain tolerance. I.e., I'm a little bitch. And so that terrifies me. Like, the pain is truly, truly terrifying.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, it almost keeps me from the whole process. But my theory is, like, once you put them in there, there's only one way it's coming out.
Yeah.
So you're going to get through it, like,
many
before
you.
Be
fine.
You're going to get through it. So, I don't know. The idea of going into a hospital and, you know, if I'm hungry, I can't eat food. I can't drink anything. I can't get up from a bed.
Yeah.
You know, I can't labor in the way that feels right to me. I can only push on my back at the end of a bed table thing.
Yeah.
Like, all of those things just don't feel right to me. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna like
if anybody has any
massage.
thoughts on that or like any calming messages to me,
Yeah.
then please keep them coming for the next like year or however long this thing takes.
I'm gonna be right there with you, honey.
It was
Don't
weird because
worry.
you said that you would birth,
I would
but you
love to do the birth
She wouldn't
part.
want to go through pregnancy.
No, it sounds horrible.
But, so we might just like transplant
yeah.
it over to you,
Well,
and then you
yeah.
can give birth.
Yeah.
And then
I would love that.
you can also breastfeed.
Yes. All very important things.
Yeah.
I want to do that part. I don't want to.
Which is so weird to me because I would much rather be pregnant.
No, I don't want to grow a parasite in my body.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know who we're going to tag in this because my like people that I watch on YouTube are the people that were tagged already from Lisa and Lindsay. So they did a really good job
tagging all the
people, all the cool people, and all the like newish people to YouTube. So that's exciting. And but if I think of anybody, I'll add them in to the description. I'll add them to description below. You always want to do that?
I have.
And yeah, we are just about to go into our second insemination, like any day now.
Yeah. Hopefully by the time this is posted, she'll have been probed. So,
like, yeah, in the next few days, yeah. So, thank you so much.
Subscribe.
Yep.
Can you add a button to where I'm
right here? I'll try new tricks.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. See ya.